Hi, it's Morgan from Young People Cornwall again. Just going to recap on this video what we've already spoken about. So this will be the last video based around behavioural activation. So where did we start with? Well, we started off by looking at the low intensity CBT cycle, where we had cognitions, which are thoughts, behaviours, bodily sensations and emotions. And we established that they were all linked and that they all affected each other. So we looked at behaviour, didn't we, in this intervention, and how we can change behaviour to help our mood and to help us get more out of life. So after that we went on to the vicious cycle of depression, where we had three different areas again that were all linked. I wonder if you can remember what they were, if you've written them down, if you've taken any notes. So they were, what were they? They were doing less of what matters, getting less out of life and feeling low. And we said, well, okay, which one of those can we change that will affect all the others? And came to the conclusion that if we're doing less of what matters, if we change that to doing more of what matters, then we're likely to get more out of life and feel better, or, you know, for our low mood to gradually go away. So then we were like, right, well, how do we know what matters to us? You know, what, it's all well and good saying we'll go and do more of what matters, but if you don't know what matters, then how can you do it? So we looked at those 9 areas of our lives, didn't we? And we looked at our values in each area. So can you remember what they were? Have you got a list of what these 9 areas that we were looking at were? Well, for me, we had hobbies and fun. And we had, what else did we have? Looking after our physical health. And we had looking after ourselves in, like, you know, relaxation or things that can help us out. Then we had the things that matter. So we looked at education and work, what we can do or our values around that. The bigger picture, so other things that we may be interested in, and everyday stuff. And then under the people that matter, we looked at our values around family, our values around friends, and our values around important others. And then we said, right, well, okay, we have created all of these values in these different areas of our lives. I said, well, how do we go about doing them? Because if we're struggling with our low mood, depression, we're probably not going to be really motivated to do a lot of things. So I wonder if you can remember what were the important things about accessing our values, about satisfying them. Well, the main thing was to break things down into small steps. So if you wanted to go for a run, for example, if that was part of your value around your physical health, you might first say, well, you know, have I got any kit to go running in? Where is it? Go and find it. You know, trainers, shorts, top, you know, appropriate clothing. Have you got somebody to go running with? Do you need to ask someone? When are you going to go? Is the weather going to be good enough? It's been a bit rainy lately. Well, I say lately, like today and yesterday, but it's been glorious sunshine before that. Do you have a route? Do you know where you're going to run? How far are you going to run? Is there a program you can follow? So there's all these little things that you can do that build up the bigger picture, and then you can start accessing your value, and you can do that with all the different areas of your life. And well, that's the main idea really behind behavioural activation. So we figure out our values, we figure out how we're going to meet them, and then we break each step down into small chunks so we can manage it, so we can do it. Then the idea is we're doing more of what matters, so we're getting more out of life, and therefore we're feeling a bit better. And that's basically a condensed version of behavioural activation. Now, if you are working with myself or one of the other wellbeing practitioners or members of the wellbeing team, the sessions are longer and more in depth, but it's difficult to get each session across talking to a video camera, basically. So just giving you some tips and hints on how you can try and manage things yourself. And if you feel like you need any further support, then obviously you can refer into Young People Cornwall, and the details are on the website, or you can ask somebody on the Facebook page or on the live chat, and the live chat again is on the website. So that's it basically for behavioural activation. Next week we'll probably start looking at thoughts, cognitions, you know, what they are and how they can affect our mood and our worries. So until then, take it easy. Cheers.